We welcome you to Milwaukee's County Stadium as we continue our 1954 Major League Baseball season replay, at least for right now. And we'll go ahead and have a little pregame show, allow some people to come into the building to hopefully enjoy the game tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and Robin Roberts and Warren Spahn of Milwaukee Braves. A terrific matchup right here on the Sports Time Machine. So let's go ahead and go over our 1954 statistics so far, what we have for you in the American League, which we're not showing you today. So we'll give you kind of a look into the American League standings in case you missed any of the American League games this week. So far, the Boston Red Sox, the surprising team, 6 games above the regular start of 54, lead the AL with a 10-3 record. The Orioles, another surprising team, are 10-4, while the Tigers are 8-6. The Indians are 9-7. The Phillies are 79, and then the White Sox, Yankees coming up slow. They're kind of starting slow, and then the Washington Senators. So the Red Sox have a 12.5 game lead over the Orioles, 2.5 over the Tigers, and 2.5 over the eventual champion Cleveland Indians. We'll see how that works. Now, in the game of the day today will be the Milwaukee Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. We'll take a look at those standings right now. It is the Philadelphia Phillies, a surprising team, 7-5. They're tied for first place with the Pirates, who are 9-7. And then it'll be the St. Louis Cardinals, are 7-6, a half game back, followed by the Brooklyn Dodgers, who are 8-7. The Braves are 6-6 and a game back. Let's take a look at some of the other statistics that are, to me, are important to look at these teams. The Milwaukee Braves are hitting 264. That is second place. The overall NL are only hitting 246 as a team, so it's been more of a pitcher's league, while the Philadelphia Phillies are third at 261, so 2 even matchups. The Phillies are at 3.01 ERA with a league ERA of 3.51, while the Braves are 3.25. So these are 2 of your best teams hitting and pitching so far in the league so far. In the league leaders, Duke Snider leads the National League in hitting at 476, followed by Joe Adcock of the Braves, Temple of the Reds, Gordon of the Pirates, followed by Hammer of the Phillies, and then Roberts of the Pirates, followed by Adams, Talbot, Lynch, Jones, O'Connell, and Reese. Home runs right now on the year, Kluszewski leads the National League with 7, followed by Adcock with 5, Eddie Matthews with 5, Hodges with 4, and Gordon with 4. RBIs, Hodges leads the National League with 14, followed by Lapata of the Phillies with 13, and Kluszewski has 11. Those are your standings up to date and statistics as we know. So again, we welcome you guys to the 1954 MLB season replay. As the Milwaukee Braves have taken the field, we'll go ahead and give you their defensive alignment. It'll be Eddie Matthews in left, Paco in center, and Aaron in right, O'Connell at third, Logan at short, Ditmar at second, and Adcock at first. Crandall behind the plate, and on the mound is Warren Spahn, 2-1, 2.88 ERA, 23 hits in 25 innings. If we look at Warren Spahn in a nutshell, what he's done so far this year, what he's done in his last start, let's take a kind of a look at him so far. Hopefully we can bring that up without a problem. He lost his last start on the 25th of this month, going 7 innings, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. Before that, going the distance with 2 complete games and getting the win. Here's your Philly lineup. Jones leading off, followed by Ashburn and Torgelson, followed by Ennis, Hammer, and Clark, Lapata, Morgan, and then Roberts. Let's play ball from Milwaukee's County Stadium as the 1954 National League replay is underway. Here's Jones. He leads off. He's hitting 327, 3 doubles, and 4 RBIs. Spahn, the left-hander, Jones, the right-hander. Here in Milwaukee, a pitcher's ballpark, 1-3 for singles to a lefty, 1-9 to singles to a righty, and you can only get a home run here in Milwaukee with a 1. So it's going to be definitely, once you get it off your own card, it is going to be tough to get a home run off our pitchers. Crandall sets the sign. Spahn looks in. Here's the pitch to Jones. 6-9, there it is, live deep left field. The ball's going to die here in Milwaukee and caught by Matthews with the catch. So here's Richie Ashburn hitting 300, 2 RBIs on the season, 40 at bats. Crandall puts down the sign for him. Spahn looks in, lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Ashburn, 3-7, fly ball right field. Aaron's going to be there, comes in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs here in the first. Here is Earl Torgelson hitting 209, 5 RBIs on the season. Crandall again puts down the sign for Spahn. Spahn with the big windup, and here's the pitch to Torgelson. 5-9, ground ball to first. Adcock's got it, kicks it to the back. All right, folks, give me 1 second. We'll see if we can share this back again real quick. Clean up my desk a little bit, I think. Coming back here, hopefully that will help a little bit there. That looks a little bit better. So we've had our little 2-minute delay. Hopefully that will keep things where we're at. And now let's go back to the ballpark. Phillies take the field. It's Ennis, Ashburn, and Clark. Jones, Morgan, Hammer, and Torgelson. Lapata, and then Roberts is on the mound. Roberts is 0-2, but his ERA still looks good. 3.13 ERA, 17 hits in 23 innings. That's what happens when these aces are on the mound. They can just the best pitchers in the world, but if you're pitching against someone else's ace and you lose 1-0, you lose 1-0. So for Robin Roberts, he has had a no decision and back-to-back losses. He's gone 6, 9, and 8 innings where he's given up 3, 2, and 2 runs all earned. He walked 5 in the opener, then 1, but he struck out 13. He's given up 2 home runs, so he has just had some bad luck so far. So for the Braves, it'll be Ditmar followed by O'Connell and Matthews, Paco, Adcock, and Aaron, Logan, Cranford, and then Spahn. Here we go. On the first inning, here is Ditmar. He's only hitting 162, a home run and 3 ribbies. Lapata sets the sign. Roberts with a windup and pitch to Ditmar. 2-5 is a strikeout on for Roberts, 1 away. Here's O'Connor. He's hitting 320, 3 doubles and 3 ribbies, 50 at bats. And what is his name here? Is it? We'll call him. Make sure we call him right. Danny O'Connell. Kind of like a perfect game for March the 17th. Lapata sets the sign. Roberts looks in, and here's the pitch to O'Connell. 2-5 ground ball to second. Hammer with the play, and he gets him. And now here's Eddie Matthews. Boy, he's struggling. He's hitting 196. He has 5 home runs, though, 11 RBIs. To me, he needs to get out of left field where he's misplaced. As I'm playing for him today, he will hopefully get out of that. Will get out of left field early enough if they're winning and put him at third to make a defensive change if needed. The play puts up the sign. Roberts with the windup, and here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews. 4-3 fly ball right field. Clark's a 4-14. He's going to have to come in and can't make the play. Drops in front of him, so Eddie Matthews kind of gets a fluke hit. Clark cannot make the play, and Matthews is on board. Now here's Andy Patko. He's hitting 231, a double, a triple, a homer, and 2 ribbies. He's been up 26 times. Lapata puts down a sign for him now. Roberts from the stretch, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-7, and struck him out looking. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the top of the second inning here for Milwaukee. No score between the Braves and the Phillies. So we go to the second inning here, and it will be Dale Ennis, followed by Hammer and Clark. Ennis hitting 229, 2 homers, and 8 runs batted in. He'll lead off. So Crandall puts down the sign for him. Spahn rears back and throws to Ennis. 1-4 ground ball to second. Ditmark's got it. Goes to Adcock, and you get first down. Here's Hammer hitting 356. 2 double, a triple, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Having a great start. 6 walks and 7 strikeouts. Crandall sets the sign for him. Spahn with the big windup and deals the Hammer. 110 single, 1-9 base hit Hammer. So he gets another hit. Runner on first and 1 out. Here is Clark hitting 294, 2 triples and 1 ribby on the season. Clark is playing right field today. Crandall sets in the target now. Spahn looking from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Clark. And that's going to be a 5-10 single, 1-9. No line drive to Logan for out number 2. So 2 outs. Here's Lapata. Again, one of those, along with Smokey Burgess, gets to start today against the lefty. 261, a double, a triple, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. The Phillies got a great, I guess, a platoon system with Burgess and Lapata here. Lapata, who destroys lefties, and Burgess, who's all over righties, makes for a very tough combination. Crandall sets the target. Spahn, runner on first and 2 outs. Here's a pitch to Lapata. 5-10 single, 1-9 again, and Lapata does it again. Deposits one in the center field. Hammer stops at second. 2-1 and 2 out, and it gives Morgan a chance, who's hitting a $130, a double on 23 at bats. Crandall sets in, puts the sign down. Spahn working first and second, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. 6-4 catcher X. This is a pass ball or foul out. Let's see if he gets the pass pop up. And no, gets the pass ball on Crandall. So Hammer goes to third, and Lapata goes to second. Second and third, 2 outs. And now Morgan with a chance. Morgan, unfortunately, does not hit well in the clutch. So he drops a couple percentage points. He loses a hit in the 1 column, 2 in the 2 columns. So he does not perform well. Runners on second and 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the second. Crandall sets the sign. Spahn from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. And that's a 2-3 single, 1-9. No, right at Logan ends the inning. Phillies strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. It is still a score. Cards and Dice TV. Welcome aboard. Hey, Tony, how are you? Welcome aboard. Another hit. What do you mean another hit? Anything I'm missing? So here is Joe Adcock, the batter. So Adcock will be the batter. And let's see. So Joe Adcock comes in. Adcock hitting 444, 45 at bats, 3 doubles, 5 homers, 11 RBIs. One of the Braves having a great start so far. Lapata sets the sign. Roberts looks in, and here's the windup to Adcock. 5-8 ground ball to second. Hammers a 318. He should make it. Throws got him 1 away. So a quick out there. And now it brings up a guy named Henry Aaron, a rookie in 1954. He's been up 45 times, 2 doubles, a homer, 3 RBIs, hitting a very respectable 311 in his rookie campaign. Lapata sets in the sign for him. Roberts against Henry Aaron. Here is the windup and pitch to Henry. 1-9, ground ball to third. Jones got it. Goes long distance to Torgelson, and there's 2 outs. Here's Johnny Logan hitting 238, double and 5 ribbies. Right-handed hitter, 2 outs here in the second. Lapata puts down the sign for him, gets ready. Roberts from the windup, and here's the pitch to Logan. 4-10, ground ball to short. Morgan's a 338. Could be a little more interesting. Makes it and throws. Guyman ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to Braves. Let's go to the third. No score here in Milwaukee. Top of the third. Good ball game here. Make sure we got sound, and we should. Top of the third. And let's go here and here back to Robin Roberts. Not much of a hitting pitcher. 122 at bats, 6 doubles, a triple, hitting a $123. Crandall sets in the target. Spahn with the big windup and pitch to Roberts. 5-8, ground ball to short. Logan's got it, throws across and 1 away. Here is Jones. Jones, so far in the ball game, flight out his first time up, having a good start. 50 at bats, 3 doubles and 4 ribbies. Crandall puts down the sign, though. Spahn with the big windup and deals to Jones. 5-5, pop up the third. O'Connell's there, wait for it to come down, and there's 2 outs. Here's Richie Ashburn. Flying out his first time up. Oh, Whitey. Crandall sets in the target, puts down the sign. Spahn with the big windup and deal to Ashburn. 1-5, walks to Ashburn. So Ashburn's on now. Let's see if he's got some speed here. Torgelson will hit, lefty hitter. They're going to hold Ashburn on, opening the hole between first and second. Crandall sets the sign. Spahn working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Torgelson. 2-4, ground ball to short. Logan to Ditmar. It's the force out and ends the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the third. No score from Milwaukee. Philadelphia, no runs on 2 hits, while the Braves, no runs on 1 hit. Here is Del Crandall, 139, 2 doubles, a homer, and 2 ribbies. Laganas puts down the target, flashes some signs. Robin Roberts looking good through 2. Here's the pitch to Crandall, and that's a 4-9 ground ball to short. That is Morgan again, 338. Tough call, makes the throw in time. 1 away. Nice throw by Morgan. 1 away. Here's Warren Spahn. Spahn comes up, 101 at bats, 6 doubles, has a home run, 10 RBIs, hit 208. So he's got one poking on there in the card if he finds one. Logan sets the target. Roberts looks in. Big windup. Here's the pitch to Warren Spahn. 2-9, struck him out. Roberts overpowered him. 2 away. Here is Ditmar. 2 out. Struck out his first time up. So far, another pitcher's duel here in the 54 SOM replay as we're going into the month of May. Lapata sets the target. Roberts with a windup. Here's the pitch to Ditmar. 1-5, ground ball to short. Morgan's got it. Goes to Torgelson and ends the third. 3 up, 3 down. Boy, another pitcher's duel. 54 SOM replay. No score. Phillies, no runs on 2 hits. The Braves, no runs on 1 hit. We go to the 4th. Good ball game so far. Here is Ennis, followed by Hammer and Clark. Phillies at bat here in the 4th. Crandall goes in, sets the target. Spahn with a big windup and deals to Ennis. 4-3, fly ball right field. Aaron's a 310. Got to come in. He cannot make the play and bobbles it. He bobbles it as Ennis will go to second. Slides in there. And that'll be a hit, and they'll probably give Aaron the error on it. So he went over and tried to pick it up, bobbled. Ennis took the extra base on him. So now the Phillies with a runner on second and nobody out. E9 on Aaron. Here is Hammer. 1 for 1 in the ballgame, having that terrific start. Crandall sets the target now. Spahn working off the stretch. Runner on second and nobody out. Here's the pitch to Hammer. 4-8, ground ball to third. O'Connell looks at his back, throws across the diamond. Adcock, he got out number 1. Here's Clark hitting 278. 2 doubles and a ribby so far in the 4th. Crandall puts down the target for him, sets the sign. Spahn, runner on second, 1 out. Looks back. Here's the pitch to Clark. And that's going to be a 4. That's going to be trouble. Base hit. Ennis should score from second. He does. RBI Clark, and Clark stops at first. Phillies lead 1-0. So a big hit for Clark. And the Phillies take the lead as Ennis scores from second. So the big miscue by Henry Aaron. Mel Clark RBI single. So here's LaPata. 1 for 1 in the ball game. 1 out, runner on. Crandall sets the sign. Spahn from the stretch. Here's the pitch to LaPata. 2-5 base hit left field. LaPata continues to hit. Here comes Matthews. He's going to try to come up throwing. The throw got him at third. Nicely done. LaPata will take second on the throw. So LaPata went to second. Nicely done. He's on at second with 2 outs here in the fourth. Here's Morgan. So Eddie Matthews came up throwing. Throw a strike to Crandall, who applied the tag. So LaPata now down at second and 2 outs. Morgan, the batter. He's 0 for 1. Crandall sets the target, one of the better batteries you're going to find. Spahn from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3-5. It's going to be a single 1-3. No, Logan with the play. And then Phillies going to run on 3 hits. They strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies break the tie. It's 1-0 Fighting Phils. Here's O'Connell, followed by Matthews and Patco. The bat for the Braves here in the 4th. Surprising Phillies are first place in the National League so far. The Braves kind of struggling in the middle of the pack in this division. LaPata sets in the target. Roberts from the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-4, 5 ball, shallow center. Whitey's there, makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Eddie Matthews. He singled his first time up. Let's see if that gets Eddie Matthews out of his hitting slump a little bit. He's been up 47 times, 5 home runs, but that's been it so far. LaPata sets the target. Roberts with a big windup and pitch to Matthews. 6-11 ground ball second. Hammers got it. Goes to first, and Robin Roberts has had 2 ground balls in a row. Here's Andy Patco, 0 for 1 so far. LaPata sets in the target. Roberts looks in, and here's the pitch to Patco. 6-4, 5 ball, shallow center. Ashburn in there. 3 quick outs, and Robin Roberts has an easy 4th inning. Let's go to the 5th. 1-0 Phils. So 5th inning, Phillies on top by 1. So here is Robin Roberts, 0 for 1 so far. Again, Crandall behind the plate goes out and talks to Spahn. Spahn looks in, digs on the rubber. Here is the pitch to Robin Roberts, and that's a 6-10 5 ball center. Patco is a 2-10, and no, he does not play it. And Patco and Robin Roberts will have an excuse me doubles. He'll go to second as Roberts misplayed it. Oh, kind of hit it over his head a little bit. And Patco was playing too far in, so they kind of had a wrong scouting report there. Roberts just kind of popped it over his head a little bit. He stands at second, nobody out here in the 5th, so Warren Spahn kind of endangered by his defense there. Crandall sets in the target for him. Spahn now working from the stretch. Jones 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 1-7, ground ball to short. Logan looks right at Roberts, throws out the Adcock, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Whitey Richie Ashburn, 0 for 1 with a walk. Flying out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. Cracknell puts down the sign for him, gets it ready for him. Spahn totes the rubber from the left-hand side, looks back at Roberts. Here's the pitch to Ashburn. 4-8, that's a single, makes the play, and Aaron makes the play. And runner, no, nice throw by Aaron, and Roberts had a hold. So Roberts was trying to get a good jump, and it failed. So that was actually a possible home run chance, I'm guessing, because it was on a 1. So he didn't get it. Roberts had a chance to tag ineffectively as Aaron threw a bullet. So here's Torgelson. That's the Stratomatic rule where you can get the lead on most of it, or you hold, or you get chucked out on a 20. It's a good opportunity to try it. I mean, you can't really go wrong sometimes. Crandall sets in. Spahn now runner on second, 2 out. Torgelson doesn't hit in the clutch much either. He loses a hit in the 1 and 3 columns. So Crandall sets in the target. Spahn from the stretch. Roberts to take a lead off second at his will. Here's the pitch. 6-10 is a fly ball center. Pack go again. Does he come up this time? Oh, he dropped the ball. He came in and it went off the glove. Roberts will score. He was on the move. Torgelson will go to second. Dives, makes it in there to second. Unearned run against Warren Spahn and E8 on Pathco. So the Phillies take a 2-0 lead thanks to the shabby defense by these Braves. Oh my. Dale Ennis 1 for 2 right now. Phillies on board 2-0. Crandall sets the target. Late Christmas present for the Phils. Spahn from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ennis. And that's going to be a 6-7 ground the second. Ditmar is a 221. Comes up with the throws. Got it, ends the inning. But another miscue by Atlanta leads to a run. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. Options to Roberts. Roberts now working from the stretch. Aaron being held at first. Here's the pitch to Logan. And that's going to be a 5-5 fly ball shallow left. And this is there. Makes the time up. Starting slow so far in this campaign. 37 at bats, 2 doubles, and RBIs by Clark. And that's been it. So through 5 innings, the Phillies 2 runs on 6 hits, while the Braves no runs, and they've only mustered 2 against Robin Roberts. We play the 6th. Hammer will start, followed by Clark, and line up the Phillies are putting out there. It hit the hole. Matthews there makes the catch and 1 out. Here is the guy you really gotta concern yourself with. I think what they might do is give him the intentional walk. So Lapata, with that great card against left-handed pitching, is walked, but now you're going to deal with Morgan, another hitter who hits well against lefties, struggling so far. 25 at bats, a double, hitting 120. So let's see what he does here. Right-handed batter, 2 on and 1 out now. Crandall sets the target. Spahn working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Morgan, and that's a 4-2 double play ball. Logan to Ditmar to Adcock, and the Phils are done in the 6th. So the intentional walk pays off. He gets the double play. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. So now it'll be Spahn, then Ditmar, and O'Connell. Bat for the Braves here in the 6th. Oops. Let me go back and do this and make my full screen again. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and hopefully that will look better. Here's Spahn. He's 0 for 1. Look, Lapata behind the plate sets the target. Roberts with a windup. Here's the pitch to Spahn. 1-7. Oh, ground dead roll for him on a pitcher's card. Hammer comes out with it and throws him out. So one way. Here's Ditmar. Boy, Roberts looked good today. Lapata sets in the signs for him. Roberts looks in and a big windup to Ditmar. 2-6. Ground ball to third low. Jones comes off, throws to Torgelson, gets him for out number 2. Here's O'Connell. 2 outs in the 6th as Robin Roberts mowing him down so far. Lapata puts down the sign for him, gives it to Robin Roberts, one of the better right-handers here in baseball. Here's the pitch to O'Connell. 5-5, fly ball left field. No X chances. That's how you get people out. Through 6, it is still 2-0 Phils. Top of the 7th, Roberts followed by Jones and Ashburn against Warren Spahn, who Spahn looks like his lifelines are starting to run out. They come back around him in the line. We're probably going to see a pinch hitter coming up. Crandall sets the target. Spahn not getting any help so far. Here's the pitch to Roberts. And that's going to be a 4-7, a walk. So Warren Spahn walks the leadoff batter, and this time it's the pitcher. So top of the 7th, the Phillies out hitting the Braves 7-2. The Braves have committed 2 miscues, and they've been big so far. Here is, I believe his name is Wally Jones. He's 0 for 3. Jones so far has flied out, popped up, ground out. 3 different Willie Jones. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Jones out there. This is Willie Jones. Crandall sets the target. Spahn from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Pitch to Jones, 5-6, fly ball center. Pafko is there. Catch is made. Roberts holds. Here's Ashburn, 0 for 2 with a walk. He walked in the 3rd, and that was kind of sandwiched between a fly out in the 1st and a fly out in the 5th. So 2 pair with the walk. Crandall again puts down the target. Spahn towing the left-hand rubber. Here is the lineup and pitch to Whitey, lefty matchup. Struck him out. Big strikeout by Spahn. Boy, he needed that one today. That was his first. So now with runner on first and 2 outs, here's Earl Torgelson. Again, he's hitting only 196, struggling. 46 at-bats, only 5 RBIs. Crandall sets in the target. Spahn looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Torgelson. 5-8, struck him out. Good inning for Spahn. Let's get up and stretch. Let's hug somebody. It's the 7th inning stretch here at Sports Time Machines, 1954 American National League replay. It's National League Day. It is 2-0 Fighting Phillies. So now it's 2-0 Phillies. Matthews to be followed by Pafko and Adcock. Lapata sets down the target for him. Roberts looks in. Here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews. 4-10, single 1-3. No, Hammer with the play. County Stadium does not play well to the batters, and if you need a hit, you're looking at 15% against lefties and 45% for righties. So Pafko to batter, he's 0 for 2. Roberts holding his own, only giving up 2 hits through 6 1/3. Lapata puts down the sign. Roberts looks in. Here's the wind-up to Andy Pafko. 4-7, struck him out. Looking, and Pafko can't believe it. 2 outs in the 7th. Here is Joe Adcock. He's now, after a ground out and fly out, averages come down to 426. 47 at-bats, 3 doubles, 5 homers, 11 RBIs, one of the league's leading hitters. Bats against a right-handed Roberts, who really barrels down against righties. Lapata sets in the sign. Roberts looks in. Here's the pitch to Adcock. That is a 2-8 fly ball center. Ashburn there makes the catch, and Robin Roberts has been almost perfect. We played 7-2-0 Phils here in 1954 National League replay. Top of the 8th, still definitely finding the way of the Phils here. Here's Ennis followed by Hammer and Clark. Crandall sets in the target now. Spahn looks in. Here's the pitch to Ennis. And that's a 3-7. That is a base hit for Ennis. That's a double. That goes to the wall. Ennis will stop at second. Again, the Phillies lead off with a runner in scoring position now at second. That's something Spahn definitely had some problems with. Now, again, he has to barrel down. He's a lefty, pitches even against lefties and righties. During this season, he was 21-12, 3 saves, 3.15 ERA, 262 hits, and 283 innings. How about that, coaches and managers? 283 innings for Warren Spahn. Here's Hammer. There's a tough hitter again. Hammer 4. He's a 4L. That's why he's in the lineup with Lopata. The tough L hitters here against Spahn so far. Crandall behind the plate sets the target. On deck is Clark. Then you got Lopata. Tough part of the lineup. Hammer's been hitting him so far. Does he put him on and force a possible double play ball for Clark? And then he pitched to Lopata. They got a base open. You know what? If they load the lineup with lefty killers, we're going to walk them. So Hammer takes first base. Again, Spahn not happy about it, but he's got to pitch to his strength. First and second with nobody out here. Clark again with Lopata on deck. That's a dangerous hitter. Possibility of the Braves coming out and getting him. Crandall sets in the target now. Spahn from the stretch. First and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Clark. That's a 3/8 shallow center field. Paco there makes the catch. And now the problem begins. So let's see, do they make the move? And now we'll see where he's at. So it's going to be Aaron, Logan, Crandall, and then Spahn. So Adcock was already... Oh, he's hitting the tar out of the ball. That's a shame. He's a guy that may come out. Makkovitch has 123 bats, can play first base well enough. If you do that and do a double switcheroo to make this change, the Spahn come out here in the 8th inning. Makkovitch will come in. He will be in the 9th spot and play first base. And then we'll need a strong righty. And I'm thinking it's going to be a Wilson, who's a 7R. It's a lot of righties in this lineup. Then the Phillies kind of go a couple lefties up front. So unless we find somebody, Buell's already tired. Johnson's a 5R. Johnson's really good. We'll bring in Johnson as the new pitcher, and he'll stay in the 5th spot. So double switch for the Braves here. Pitching change. Coming in, Johnson for the Braves. Makkovitch goes to first. And here we go. Johnson on the year. 0-1, 1 save, 2.45 ERA. 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, and a couple strikeouts. So again, first and second one out. This is where on the manager, I probably bring in Smokey Burgess. But I think the computer manager doesn't think that way. We'll see. Definitely a change in a card for Lopata against righties. Crandall sets in the target. Johnson from the stretch. First and second one out. Here's the pitch. 2-7 double play ball. Connell to Ditmar to Makkovitch, and that's it. So a big double play ball by Johnson. The Braves only strand and only trail 2-0. So the Braves with an opportunity, and it'll be Aaron, Logan, and Crandall. So here is the Braves. So Aaron the batter. Robin Roberts stays out there. Big double play ball for these 54 Braves. They absolutely had to have it, and a big double play it was. So Spahn congratulated Johnson, and Spahn's day is done. So Lopata sets the target. Roberts looks in. Here's the pitch to Aaron, 1 for 2. And there's a drive to deep left center field. Ashburn's back over his head, goes off the ball. Aaron the first will go in the second standings on a standing double for Aaron as the Braves bring the tying runner to play for Logan. So Logan's ground ball and flight out, 0 for 2. Roberts now. Lopata puts down the sign. Roberts from the stretch. Runner on second and nobody out. Pitch to Logan, 6-2 homer on a 1. Ennis is there, makes the catch, and Aaron has to hold. Oh, my. There's your problem there. Roberts pitched to the ballpark strength, and he gets helped out by only having a home run on a 1. Here's Dale Crandall. Boys, he struggled. 30 at-bats, 2 doubles, a homer, 2 ribbies, only hitting a $132. It's 100 points down where he normally should be at. Runner on first, runner on second, and 1 out. Crandall trying to get a job done, at least get the Braves within a run. Lopata sets in the sign. Roberts working from the stretch. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Crandall. 6-7 single on a 1. Another play by Jones. So 2 away. Oh, doctor. Now here's Makkovitch. He came in to replace Adcock, who's one of the league's leading hitters. But sometimes you got to do it for a double switch. Here's Makkovitch. He's 1 for 9, a double RBI, hitting 111. So he gets a chance here with 2 outs, a runner on second. He's not clutch. He loses a hit in the 1 column. Lapata sets the sign. Roberts working from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's a pitch to Makkovitch. 5-7 and a base set for Makkovitch. He comes in the game, knocks an error, and the Braves are trailing by a run. So Makkovitch gets put in the game and does the job. So the Braves only trail 2-1 with 2 outs in the 8th. And here's Ditmar. So Ditmar's got some power. Unfortunately, most of it's ballpark. So he's gonna need some help to get it out of here. Roberts now struggling a little bit. Lapata puts down a sign for him. Roberts working from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Ditmar. And that's going to be a 4-12 single 1-3. No, hammer with the play ends the inning. But the Braves claw back and get a run. We go to the 9th, and it's a close one. 2-1 2-1 Phillies. So it will be Morgan followed by Roberts and Jones for the Phillies in the 9th. The Phillies 2 runs on 8 hits. The Braves 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. What a ball game here. Top of the 9th. Classic 54 replay game with 2 of the best starters, Hall of Famers in Warren Spahn and Robin Roberts. Here's Morgan 0 for 3, lined out twice, ground into a double play. Johnson still on the mound for the Braves, trying to get him to the 9th. Crandall sets in the target. Jones with the windup here is a pitch to Morgan. 1-4 ground ball back to the mound. Johnson's got it, goes to first, and you got 1 out. And now here is Robin Roberts, 1 for 2, doubled over the head of Paco his last time up. He's actually doubled and walked so far. Crandall puts down the sign. Johnson looks in, 1 out in the 9th. Here's the pitch to Robin. And that's going to be a 6-5. Struck him out. 2 outs. Oh, my. 2 outs. And here's Willie Jones. Jones 0 for 4, batting for the 5th time. Phillies 2 runs on 8 hits. The Braves 1 run, 4 hits. And the Phillies are just holding on. Crandall sets in the target. Johnson working from the windup. Here's the pitch from Jones. 2-5 is going to be a fly ball to left field. Matthews there makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 2-1 Phils. And it'll be the meat of the order for the Braves versus Robin Roberts. O'Connell, Matthews, Paco, and then Johnson, probably a pinch hitter, and then Aaron in the 5th spot. We'll see if they can get to him here. Here's O'Connell. He's 0 for 3, hitting .302, so he's been hitting the ball. He is a 1L against Roberts. We'll probably leave him in there, hitting a little above his weight. Lapata sets the target for him. Roberts looks in. Here's the pitch to O'Connell, and that's a 3-7. Just missed it. Oh, my. All that stuff in the 3 column. Ennis makes the catch, and there is 1 out. So now here's Eddie Matthews. He's hitting only .204, but he's got 5 big home runs. He's got some power in that 2 column, including those ones he has to avoid. 2-4, 2-5, and this ball game is tied up. Lapata sets the target. Robin Roberts, known giving up gopher balls, looks in. Here's the pitch. And here is a 3-9 ground ball to first. Torgelson takes it to the bag, and that's 2 quick outs. So now here is Pafko. He's 0 for 3. Last hope for the Braves. He so far has struck out, flied out, and struck out. We'll say the Braves got somebody in up their sleeves they can bring in here against a right-handed hitter. White could be an interesting guy. Looking at Calderon, 379 hitter, 9 Rs. That card is probably loaded against righties, you would think. Let's see what it looks like. You just want to get a guy on, and you probably have a pinch hitter. Calderon probably won't hit. Let's go to the best possible guy on this team. He's sitting on the bench today, Billy Bruton. So Bruton will come in and hit for Pafko here. Left-handed hitter. He's good, solid ball player. 286, only 14 at-bats on the season. Triple home run, 2 RBIs. On deck pinch hitter for Johnson, and we get to Aaron if we get that far. Lapata sits in the target. Roberts looking to finish this as a complete game. Big windup and pitch to Bruton. And that's a 5 ground ball to second. Hammers a 318. Does he come up with it? One out and gets him. And the Philadelphia Phillies hold on to first place as Robin Roberts finally gets a well-needed win after a couple big losses he's had. So Robin Roberts goes the full game, 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run was earned, gives up 4 strikeouts. ERA drops to 2.53. Spahn goes a very impressive 7 1/3, 8 hits, 2 runs. Defense let him down, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Johnson went a smooth inning in 2/3. Left on base 8 and 3. Phillies left 8. Braves left 3. Double plays. Braves turned 2. Pafko and Aaron with big errors. Doubles by Ennis, Hammer, Roberts, and Aaron. RBIs by Clark and Makkovitch. Walks that don't usually go over walks, but Roberts with a strong game, went 9 innings. The Philadelphia Phillies defeated the Braves by a score of 2-1 here at County Stadium. Roberts improves to 1-2, dominate the Philadelphia hitters. Didn't allow much, just 4 hits and no walk 3. Philadelphia wrapped that 8 hits for the night. Losing pitcher was Warren Spahn. He surrendered 7 1/3 innings. Our guys just weren't seeing the ball tonight. Charlie Grimm said Roberts simply dominated us. He sure did. And the Braves defense sure didn't help him. So the Phillies improved to 8-5. The Braves dropped to 6-7. The next time you'll see me will be a 1954 American League game. Let's go ahead and go a couple games ahead in the future, and then we'll find our game for our American Leaguers. Probably be a Friday, May the 7th. So Bob Turley and Eddie Lopat, Keegan and Bob Potterfield, and Bob Lemon and Alex Kellner in the Wednesday game. A couple good matchups there. A couple of good teams sitting there. And then we'll go to the big Friday nights games and see how they are and see what will be the best game for us to watch as a sports machine family. Again, here we go. The Orioles beat the Yankees 4-2. The Yankees can't catch a break. Senators over the White Sox 1-0, and the Indians beat the A's 9-2. The Thursday matchup, Thursday has 3 more games. The Chief Runner and Carmine Pascal for the Senators. An early win will take on the Philadelphia A's Arnie Patacaro. So we'll go ahead and watch those games for you, and then we'll find a game for you on Friday. The Orioles beat the Yankees again 4-2. Boy, this Yankee team is struggling. Whiters 10-2. So Carmine Pascal did not have it, and the A's defeated the Indians 8-6. So let's take a look at the Friday matchups and see what's available for us. Only 2. Ooh. So the Phillies, the A's will take on the Yankees, and the Senators and the Sox. So since the Red Sox are probably still in first place in the National League, well, probably right now the Red Sox are 10-3, a half game ahead of the Orioles, while the Tigers are 3 back, the Indians 3 to the A's 5, the White Sox 5.5. The Yankees are 6-12. They're 7 games back. They struggled. Boston so far has lost their last 2. So they've been playing hot, but they've lost 2 in a row. Not a week. They'll play a traditional Saturday game of the weekend. So let's see what happens here. We might have to choose our own pitchers. We don't have a pitcher available. So let's see who will come out here and pitch. I'm thinking it'll be probably him. He'll pitch there. He's fine. And Yankees beat the A's 7-5. And the Senators took out the Sox 12-6. So The Senators took out Boston, so that could be a sign of Boston finally coming down to earth. Saturday, 2 games. So must be weather conditions still in May. Cleveland taking on Baltimore. That's Mike Garcia and Dwayne Platt. We have not seen Baltimore this year. And then Detroit will take on Chicago. Let's go ahead and put a manual on Mike Garcia and Dwayne Platt of the Birds. And that game will be at Baltimore. It'll be actually the day game would be Detroit and Chicago, but neither of those teams are playing well. And we'll go ahead and show that. So it'll be May 8th, 1954, as it will be the Cleveland Indians taking on the Baltimore Orioles with a game. Next game of the week will be here. And then let's look at the National League and do some fast forwarding for you there. We're at May 1st, so there is a quite a distance here between these teams here. So let's go ahead and auto our way if we can. I don't know if we need to auto at least 3 games, I would say. I think since we went ahead 3 to find a game. Let's go and auto the National League. They seem to be full scale playing right now. Let's see. So Brooklyn defeats Cincinnati 10-2. Milwaukee beats Philadelphia 2-1. They get some revenge. The Giants defeat the Cubs 5-2, and the Cardinals beat the Pirates 5-4. So some big wins there. And now in the second game, we'll fast forward 5 games. So a New York Giant doubleheader, it looks like, will be on stake. And we'll go ahead and do those games pretty quickly to have you here. I try to keep things on hold so I don't make the mistake in autoing a bunch of stuff I don't want to do, but sometimes it takes longer to get to them. So let's go ahead and fast forward this one. And we're waiting for the... Oh, there it is. I didn't mean to hit that, and I did. So let's go ahead and do that. It's kind of slow on there, so I wasn't sure what was going on. So going to play day. So it was the Phillies defeating the Reds, defeating the Phillies 5-1. Doubleheader, it was the Giants and Cardinals splitting a pair 3-2 apiece. And then the Cubs defeating the Pirates 9-8. So Cubs get a win there. Not really anything special there. And the last game we will do in this batch, or probably another one, Giants, Ruben Gomez, and Vic Rashi. So that's a Monday. So we'll go ahead and do one more game there. And since that's just one game, the Giants beat the Cardinals 9-2. So maybe the Giants are starting to make their little bit of a run. Let's go to May 4th game. Remember at May 7th or May 8th with Americans. Robin Roberts back on the mound. So we'll hold on there probably. And we'll come back and give you some results when the American Leaguers play. So in the National League, let's give you some final standings that you were left with after some auto play. It was the Brooklyn Dodgers now in first place at 9-7. The Phillies are 8-7, only half game back. Cardinals are 9-8. The Pirates are 10-9. So very much a logjam in the National League. The Braves are 7-7. They're a game back. The Giants are 9-9. So we got a very competitive league here in the National League in the first week of May. Thank you, folks. You've been watching the Sports Time Machines MLB replay. Thank you so much. Butch Haber, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Thank you for watching the rest here. Again, final score, it was a classic pitchers duel as Robin Roberts outlasts Warren Spahn in the 54 replay, winning by the score of 2-1. Thank you for coming in, Butch. Appreciate it. Cards and Dice TV popped in, said hello. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you probably later on.